up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabs, and besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my miniverse. Yes, I still have wrinkles in my backdrop. I tried steaming them and they just won't come out. So here, we'll just do this for now. You know what? Today we're gonna do something a little different because I can still see them. There are these cute little Labubu keychains by Pop Mart. I want one, but I wonder if we can make one. I got on my tablet and drew a plan. I was thinking maybe we could make the feet and hands out of hot glue, make a wire body and cover it in fur, and make the face out of hot glue as well, which I think might be a little tricky. It's going to be a challenge to keep the hot glue where we want it, but I designed this page so we could work on it. And I want to see if I can do this using supplies from the dollar store. So let's go. I'm at DollarTree looking through the craft supplies. Here are pipe cleaners for $1.25. We can use these to make our little wire skeleton. And a pack of glue sticks. Let's get some yarn to wrap around the wire frame. And we're gonna need faux fur. I have 3 colors at the store: gray, blue, and brown. Ooh, and lavender. We are back in the studio, and this is what I got. I got 5 items for $6.25 plus tax. I got 2 rolls of fur because they only measure 9 by 12. If we end up not needing 2, then the cost of this project would be $5. Now let's take our printable guide where we have to make a few decisions. We can keep the eyes open or closed. I don't know which one is easier because I haven't tested this yet. If you choose to use our guide, make sure this measures 1 inch. For some reason, mine kept printing large, so I had to print it at 95%. And the printable can be printed on grayscale as well, which might be a little easier to see on camera. Let's get started with the hot glue parts first. I'm going to lightly draw on the eyes. I picked out a few markers in 3 different colors. If you don't want to use markers, you could always go with color pencils too. I'm using alcohol markers and I'm doing 3 shades of brown, fading from light to dark, and then we're just gonna blend them together. Add a pupil in the center, then carefully go over the whole eye with a thin layer of hot glue. Now I'm seeing that the dollar store glue stick is not as clear as I would like for the eyes. So I'm already losing this dollar store challenge, and I'm using this glue stick from Michael's for the eyes. And in full disclosure, I cannot do hot glue neatly on camera, so I have one that is for filming and one that is slightly neater off camera, in case you notice that they look different. And even then, I still make mistakes. For me, the eyes are kind of a hit or miss, so I'm going to try to add a few more to the printable just in case you need to practice or start over. Now we're using our dollar store glue stick. Let's carefully go over the nose with the hot glue, trying to stay fairly in the lines. All right, there we go. Then go over the hands. Now I've noticed that hot glue likes to kind of travel when you get to these fingers, and they'll just create little webbed hands. So you do have to be careful and know that your glue might move where you don't want it to. So we're gonna very carefully go over all these little fingers, and look, I'm doing this in real time. Not the neatest job, but we'll do it again off camera. Let's go over the feet, then repeat so we have 2. For the face, let's see if we can make a little dip for the smile. First, let's do the lower half of the face, then allow it to cool. Again, we might want to clear hot glue so we can see through it. While that's cooling, let's cut out the eyes. Let's lightly brush them with a top coat of clear nail polish, then continue to cut them out. Let's keep those close by. Then let's fill in the rest of the face. We do have to move quickly and try to get that glue right up to the edge. We're going to give it some time to cool just a little, then take the eyes, try to place them where they go, and then push in slightly. I totally missed the mark on that one. I was trying to create a little indent around the eye, but this is a mistake that could cause us to start over. So a safer option, and to save supplies, it might be a better idea to just let it dry smooth and glue it on top. But when you do glue it on, make sure you kind of just heat the glue that's already there rather than adding more so it doesn't seep out the sides. Let's cut out the nose and attach it the same way. And if you want to add the brow ridge, you can as well. We're just going to glue that right on top. Wow, this is looking interesting, but I'm hoping it's going to come together in the end. We are figuring this out as we go. All the hot glue is now done, so we can remove everything from the paper. Let's bring the hot glue back out and add some little claws onto the ends of the feet. There we go. And I made the face again. This time I'm holding off on adding the eyes, but I added the brow ridges or the eyebrows, and once cooled, I glue on the nose. Now we can paint. Since these are customs, you can paint them whatever color you want. I'm going with a light brown right now for my base coat. I cover the bottom of the hands and feet. Wow, those are some eyebrows. To have them melt in a little smoother, we have to add the glue before the rest of the face completely cools. But this is a delicate balance because then it could just melt completely into the face. If you're thinking we're using a lot of glue, you're right. I'm hanging on to all of my fails and I'm just going to add them to another project later. I think this one might be a little better. I've made a couple of different faces with different eyebrows. This one has a larger one, slightly smaller, and none at all. Now we're going to just let these dry. While waiting, let's work on the body. I have the guide and the pattern for the ears. I cut out the ears on the line. And now that everything is ready, let's take the pipe cleaners. I have two. I'm just going to twist them together to make it a little stronger. I made two, and we're going to twist them together and follow the guide, adding more as needed to make the skeleton. These pipe cleaners are pretty soft, so I'm just going to add a few more to make it stronger. I used a total of 10. Then let's use the yarn to wrap it and add a little bulk and give it more shape. I secured the end with a little glue. Then let's make a ball of yarn, and I'm kind of squeezing it in the center so that it's a little flatter on one side. I measure it to the picture and adjust the size as needed. The fur is going to add bulk, so we need it to be smaller than the picture. Make a little hole for the neck, then add the body. Add a little glue. Now the fur. And I think one will probably work. I drew a circle around the head. Then let's carefully cut it out. I'm trying to only cut the back of the fabric and not the fur. Then I make a small cut in the center for the neck, then begin gluing the fabric going around. I'm making small cuts where needed to reduce bulk. And of course, you can take the time to sew it if you like. Let's continue gluing the fabric on. This is looking very scary. I covered the body and I'm covering the arms. I left a little bit of the pipe cleaner exposed on the end. Red was an interesting choice. Let's see if we can make the tummy a little rounder. So I'm going to use a scrap of fur. And then just put it underneath and then glue that down. I needed it to be a little wider around the lower midsection, so I kind of just pulled the legs to make a little more space. And I'm adding more yarn. Then let's cover the legs and leave our little red stumps on the end. Honestly, it's looking a little better. Kind of reminds me of an Ewok. And one roll of fur was plenty. And our little monster is posable. Now, is it going to look like the Pop Mart monster? Labubu, if I'm saying that right. Probably not, but we're going to keep going. I traced the pattern for the ears onto the fabric. I'm going to make them a little smaller because of the fur. I drew 4, then cut them out. I glue a pipe cleaner inside, then glue the other piece on top. I make sure it's about the same size, then part the fur and glue them on top. Alright, now we just have to finish up the face. I'm using a darker brown paint for the nose and the claws. Use red to dry brush some rosy cheeks. And I added a little blush to the feet and hands as well, which we can now glue in place. Alright, I kind of wish that I had added a little more dimension to the other side of the hands, but From this side, it looks okay. I use white paint to paint the teeth, then add a black line. Then we can decide on the eyes. Not loving my closed eyes. Let's try the eyes that we made earlier. I think I like the eyes better. So I glued them in place. And if you like, you can seal the face with Mod Podge. Now we can glue it onto the body. I'm going with this one, and we're just gonna wedge it a little bit under the fur to make our own little inspired Labubu using some stuff from the dollar store. It's not perfect, but it's our first little monster. And as for our dollar store challenge, well, everything's not from the dollar store. I did use different glue sticks, paint, and nail polish. If we want to turn it into a keychain, we can just sew some ribbon on the top with a split ring. Our little monster is posable, which I kinda love, and it can sit. This was a challenge for me. I did a little too much overcorrecting, like around the eyes, and ended up with some sloppy edges. But it was fun to try something new. Now this little monster, flaws and all, has sentimental value. Thank you for joining us while we made a fluffy monster inspired by Labubu. All of our free printables are available on our blog, myfroggystuff.blogspot.com. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram and YouTube at MyFroggyStuff and Bella of MyFroggyStuff on Instagram. And we will see you next time. Bye!